Turkey unveiled its domestically designed automobile prototypes on Friday, a sport utility vehicle and a sedan. The fully electric SUV is expected to have two engines, 200 horsepower or 400 horsepower, CEO of Turkey's automobile joint venture group, Gürcan Karakaş, announced during a presentation in the Kocaeli. The version with the higher running capacity will go from 0 to 100 km per hour in 4.8 seconds. The vehicle will have a range of up to 500 km and a locally produced lithium-ion battery changeable to 80% in less than 30 minutes. Speaking at the unveiling ceremony of the automobile in the industrial pavilion of Kocaeli, President Recep Tayyip Erdogan said, "Today, we are witnessing a historic day of realizing Turkey's 60-year dream together. We don't have to buy license or permission from anyone. We determine all the technology features by ourselves," he added, highlighting the role of the 100 Turkish engineers working on this project. Erdogan stressed Turkey will deter all efforts to hinder the production of the car. They managed to hinder the production of Devrim, Turkey's first homegrown car, but they will not be able to hinder this automobile, he said. Turkey first attempted to produce its own car in 1961, the Devrim Revolution, but it never made it past prototype stage. Turkey is not only a market for new technologies, but has also become a country that develops, produces, and exports them all over the world. Erdogan said the factory for Turkey's first class will open in the Gemlik district of northwestern Bursa province. The automobile will not pollute the environment as it will be working with zero emission technology, he said. Erdogan placed an advance order for the car and later sat behind the wheel of one. The two models unveiled Friday were in the colors red and white to signify the Turkish flag. Turkey's automobile joint venture group, formed by the first largest Turkish industrialist in November 2017 to develop in the country's first domestically manufactured automobile, aims to begin mass production. Launched the car in the first half of 2022. According to plans, up to 5 models will be in production by 2030. In the meantime, 3 existing models produced by the group will undergo a revamp. Turkey has mobilized 75 million or 126 million to fund innovation and regional development, according to the country's Industry and Technology Minister. A total of 22 billion will be invested in the project over the next 15 years, TOBB chairman Rıfat Sarcıoğlu said. Hello everyone, today I will determine the great Turkish car. Turkey reveals prototype of first indigenous car, stating that over 100 Turkish engineers worked to realize the prototype. He said, "We don't buy a license or permission from anyone. We determine all the technical features by ourselves." Erdogan stressed Turkey will deter all efforts to hinder the protection of its own car. They managed to hinder the protection of Devrim, but they will not able to hinder this automobile, he added. Turkey first attempted to produce its own car in 1961, the Devrim Revolution, but it never made it past the prototype stage. Turkey is not only a market for new technologies, but has become a country that develops, produces, and exports them all over the world. The Turkish president also said the factory for Turkey's first car will open in Gemlik, district of the northwestern Bursa. The automobile will not pollute the environment by working with zero-emission technology, he said. Erdogan placed an advance order for a car and later sat behind the wheel of one of the cars. The two models unveiled on Friday are red and white in color to signify the Turkish flag. In a tweet, Erdogan later expressed hope that the country's experience in automobile technology products will be initiated and also pave the way for the many other sectors. We will have reached our goal today. We see our cars on the roads all over the world, taken from closer markets such as Europe, he added. Turkey's First Lady Emine Erdogan also praised the country's first indigenous automobile prototype TOGG, saying, Turkey's automobile, which will be on the road in 2022, will be our pride with its environmentally friendly features. It will reduce air pollution thanks to its 100% electric and zero-emission design. I congratulate those who contribute to production, the First Lady said on Twitter. Turkey has mobilized 750 million Turkish liras, over $126 million to fund innovation and regional development, according to the country's industry and technology minister. The electric car will have 5 models with 175 units produced in a year. The Turkish president also gave a test drive for this new model of Turkey's new full electric car. He sat behind the wheel just after the publicity ceremony of the automobile in Kocaeli. Turkey's Technology and Industry Minister Mustafa Varank and Gürcan Karakaş, the CEO of the Turkey's Mobile Joint Venture Group, a conglomerate of industrial giants, as well as Erdogan's grandchild Ahmet Akif Albayrak. Turkey publicized prototype of the first indigenous car. President Erdogan says Turkey witnesses historic day that realized its 60-year dream. I will again say